Hello again, world, and welcome right back into my garden. This is Anne from Yard Steading in Jamaica. It's a fabulous Monday evening. I'm home early. I have a little work that I need to do in the garden, but my shovel angle break. Sure. So that kind of put a little damper on what I had planned on doing. Nevertheless. So prior to Melissa, I sowed some seed and I think the rain washed out some of the seeds out of the cells. So I'm going to have to replant a lot of the cells. However, there are a few that came up, and I'm going to be showing you. Some of these guys are volunteers. I never planted any tomato seed except for some oxheart. But I found some tomato seeds in my yard. I took them up, put them in a container, and they are doing fabulously. So we're going to do a little show and tell this afternoon. Okay? So stay tuned. So these are my tomatoes that were found. I don't have a clue what cultivars they are. Where I found these tomatoes, I've never planted tomatoes there. So I don't have a clue how tomato seeds got there, but here are tomatoes. And these are doing fabulously. I tell you, I have come to realize that the volunteers tend to do superb. hmm So moving along from the volunteer tomatoes. So I have four oxheart that came up. I planted nine. So four came up. So those are my oxheart tomatoes. So I'll be pricking these out and putting them into bigger containers. I just might do that today. Since as what I wanted to do has been what I call it now, put on hold, yeah. So those are my oxheart tomatoes. All right, so 4 out of 9 is less than 50%, but I'll take it in this season, I'm taking what I get. So this is purple cabbage, and it's the only one I lie. So where this should have been, all I planted in these cells were eggplant, and I know that this is not an eggplant. That is definitely a purple cabbage. All right. So this is green giant cabbage. These need to be uppotted as well, and this one is the lone early Jersey that came from the lot. Ha! Have anyone noticed the improvement? I can identify what I plant. All right, moving along. So over here, I have um, some beets, and I'm just going to be picking those cells out and just putting them in the container where I want to grow the beets. Oh, oh, I don't know what this tomato is. This is a tomato. Oh, yes, I had sown another one. I think this is the M somebody tomato. Yes. So now, folks, let me tell you. I had sown rather. I had sown about 80 onion seeds because I ran out of cells, and not one single onion seed has germinated. None of the pak choy, none of the Swiss chard, none of the broccoli or cauliflower, and I don't think is that they would not have germinated. I think the rain washed them out. When the rains started, I was asleep, and the intent was to have moved the seedlings from the seed trays from where they were initially. But I went inside to do something, and I decided I was going to lie on the bed for a spell. Listen, now, you see, when I don't have anything for to do, I'm going to lay down on no bed. That is a disaster. So, lying on the bed is what created the problem for me. All right. So, I have a whole lot of papa seedlings coming up. I am praying that from this lot, I will actually get papa that bear. I saw somebody on YouTube putting stakes through the base of what is classified as a male papa, and they said that if you do that, it will bear fruit. So guess what? If mine are male this time, I'm going to be trying that and see if that will work. So I threw some pumpkin seed into a container, and almost every single one have germinated. So I'll be taking these out because Melissa killed my pumpkins. You see all these leggy? Mm. Ouch. So I'm going to be removing these and putting them in the same container that I had planted because almost all of those have died. My jackfruit tree lost all its leaves, but alas, I see fresh leaves coming up. I see fresh leaf coming up. And what do you know? I got me two more. I got me two more gully bean. See? Yeah, two more gully bean. This is actually one planting. I don't know why I put out two and I'm not troubling it. I leave it as is. Yes. So my banana plant that the goats have had eaten, have come back up. hmm Coming back up well. I have transplanted. I have transplanted people. Me not think gonna understand how the little infidel them a bite me up. Them disgusting bad, you know. So I have transplanted out my citrus that was in the 1 gallon grow bag for almost 2 years. And since I have taken it out, it has grown some. hmm it has grown a little since I have taken it out from that grow bag that it was in. I have uppotted my guinea, so it is no longer in a plastic bag. It is in a 5 gallon bucket or 4 gallon bucket. Somebody, one out of the two. And again, I am just gushing at my lemon. Pruning this lemon has made the difference. Yeah. I still have plants that need to go into containers. I have two containers that I need to dump the soil out of and remix the soil, taking out some of the. I put a whole lot of manure in there, and I think that manure is causing a whole lot of moisture retention. So I am going to be changing the entire soil composition, putting in more stuff in there that will cause it to be more free draining so that I don't lose any more plants from root rot because that is what has been happening. So that's the aim. Again, that is being hampered because I broke my shovel. So if it means that I'm going to have to take a trowel and do that, that should be completed on or before the end of the week. All right. So my mint is trying to make a comeback. This is the first time that I've had a mint that died down and has refreshed itself. And I'm so happy for that. So happy for that mint. All right. The slugs are doing a number on my, what the bougie fruit name again? What is that bougie's fruit name? What the bougie fruit name again? Why me can always can never ever remember that name? Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. So the slugs are eating my dragon fruits. Every single one of them. Look, all, all. I don't know. Those creatures are horrible. When I say horrible, it's not ordinary horrible. It's terrible horrible. I need help, y'all. I really need some help. And alas, my Nesberry is in full spate of blooming. If all that come up as blossom would turn into fruit, I'd be in Nesberry heaven. I'm telling you all, I would really be in Nesberry heaven. My sweet sap is still fruiting. You can see some fruits on there. You can see fruits on there. Miss Melissa never get to take away my sweet saps. Only one came off. Only one came off the plant. Everything else stayed on the plant. That's fabulous. I can't say the same thing though for my pomegranate because even the blossoms went. Melissa took all of my pomegranate and the blossoms that were on the plant. This is a good opportunity to do a prune on this, a heavy prune, and make it spring back real fresh. I've not done that in a while. I think I might undertake that between tomorrow and Wednesday. So can I tell you that mangoes are coming back on my mango tree? I have been eating mango non-stop since the start of the mango season. And each time that I look, I say fresh mangoes because these weren't here 3 weeks ago. These came on about 3 weeks ago and they are growing real fast. There's more mango on there. Where I saw mangoes, look, there's more mango up there. Mango in varying stages, if you ask me. That's a way smaller mango. Oh, it's two right there. Yeah, I think I saw a mango over on the other side. So the fruit trees are fruiting. Yeah, fruit trees are fruiting, man. Things are going around here. So my rainwater catchment system, every single one of the barrel, I put a piece of mesh on it so the mosquitoes can go into the water and breed. Yes, so it's water, it is mosquito proofed. Yep, but I did well. Thanks. Did I say thank you? Thank you to the Lord for the rain that came. All of these containers are filled as well. Yeah. Look, there's baby mango up there in the tree. You see that? Baby mango. And if can I zoom in and show you the mosquitoes? Look at those. Those are mosquitoes. See them? My word. That's not good. So I need to remove one of these planting suckers. I gave away two, the two very tall ones. I gave them to a coworker of mine. And I see this is the dead portion of the plant, but I see another sucker coming up right here and another one coming up right there. I never even know that that was possible. I didn't know that was at all possible. I need to finish removing this. I need to finish removing that section so that the planting that I'm going to be leaving around here, now that I've cut away so much of the sweeter plant, I guess I can leave one because it won't go so far up in the sky before it bears fruit. So I think I'm going to take one out, leave one in, and because it now has adequate sunlight, I don't think it going to grow as tall as the ones before grow tall. So yeah. Thank you for staying with me through this show and tell. If you are new to the channel, welcome on board. Can I continue to encourage you all to like the videos, to share the videos, to leave your comments, and to press the post notification bell so that you can be made aware each time a new video is uploaded. Until we meet up again, have a blessed evening. Jah guide.